But I do know that that's an important element that DC wanted, and it's exciting for us to be able to have access to a lot of characters. Crimson Fox appears in our first episode. So I think they're always going to be there. We're very aware of it. Like my character, Teddy's very aware of these superheroes. Teddy might even have some conspiracy theories about what some of these superheroes are up to, you know, who they may be. But they're very aware of it. They're constantly invading our lives. We just kind of become used to it, sort of numb to it. And in the end, we have to go on. I still have to show up to work, otherwise I'm not going to be able to pay my rent. So.
Even if you have a standing desk.
Oh, standing desks. I thought I would be a fan of it, you know. It's not really good for my back. I'm a sloucher, you know. I prefer a chair. I prefer lumbar support. I prefer a ball. Like a ball would be better because it forces you to kind of keep your core engaged and stuff. Foam rollers would be good.
Is there a hero you'd like to see show up?
I don't really have. I've learned, and I'm way more open. I love being surprised. I just love being surprised. I don't like to predict. In terms of like what characters may enter, like you know, people have asked me like who's one of my favorite characters. I mean, like as a kid, I always loved the Flash. Like he's always my favorite character. You know, I also lately I've been thinking about Elongated Man as like a sleeper. I think he'd be kind of fun. I'm just trying to think of characters that I could emulate. You know? There's not a lot. So I think those are the two of the ones that I thought would be kind of fun.
Can you talk a little bit about working on this?
It's incredible. It's amazing. I mean, we met working on this in Vancouver. We're shooting now in Los Angeles. My birthday was up there during the shoot. She surprised me with a cake. That's like, she's like just thoughtful and amazing, and you know, but she's also like such a great rock for the show. And so it's nice to kind of hover around her and like do antics around her. She's very strong and she's just game to do anything. So it's been fun. One last question. Cool.
Do you think this would be a show even for the people who are sick and tired of superheroes, that they will find something there to enjoy?
Yes, I think that's kind of the point of the show. I think the show is sort of like a reflection of like, what can real people take out of this? Recognizing that every billboard you walk past has superhero. You know, and we're flooded with it on the internet, I have 2 kids, they're obsessed with superheroes. I think for me, as kind of going into a parent role, it's kind of exciting because I get to have superheroes. Yes, they exist. But I'm also a dad. Okay, I still have to like be the one to take you to school and make sure I pack your lunch. So it's a great. For me, I feel it's very relatable for both people, both audiences. Cool.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Everybody's charming and that's what I did.
Yeah.
Block your shot.
I was gonna try. I was like, let's see how if I put this out a little further. I can stand it up taller. So neat.
Ooh, you want to put it real close. I talk real low. How's everybody doing? I love your tattoos.
Oh, thank you.
Got a lot of tattoos.
I am uncovered. All I see is the empty space, though.
Oh, that's all you see, man. I'm like, that's so much pain to me. But, you know, I get it. You're addicted to it now.
Yeah, you get one, you can't stop.
Here you go. But that's why I got 0.
Can you tell us what character you play?
Sure, I can. I'll be happy to. My name's Ron Funches. I play a character's name is Ron, which is great. So no one has to learn anything. I'm the IT guy at the insurance agency, so I work with the fun computers. But unlike other IT guys who might be a little bit surly and anti-human, I'm a real sweet guy. I don't know if you can tell from talking to me now, but I got a good, charming demeanor, and it's just going to be what I carry into that show. It's not fake. This is me all the time. So that's kind of my character, and I'm just going to be sweet and hang out. And I'm kind of like the opposite of the other characters who are a little bit more jaded by the superheroes. They've dealt with it all their time. I'm coming from more of like a small town environment, and I'm just excited to be in the big city where Superman lives. So that's kind of my character.
I want you to be my IT guy.
Right?
A nice IT It
won't be
is
the one that makes you
fiction.
feel dumb.
I know.
Well, did you try resetting
It
it?
happens to all of us.
Do you ever get to say, did you just restart?
No, I don't think I'm gonna be rude about it. I think I'm just one. Everybody has issues with their computers, and I'm just here to fix it. That's my role. And then also just have some hijinks, hang out with Danny, and we'll have a fun time. He's hilarious. I'm sure you guys know.
So what drew you to the show?
What drew me to the show? I mean, that's a good question. I was just going to make a joke and say money, but I feel like it was a real question. I'll give you a real answer. I mean, I came off of another sitcom called Undateable that was canceled, and so I was kind of, and I do stand-up, that's my normal trade, so I kind of was just doing that and then pitching ideas for my own shows. And so I wasn't really even looking for another job on a sitcom unless it was really something that I liked. And when they asked me to come in, and they didn't even really have anything for me. They just wanted me to kind of pitch an idea of a character that I would do in their world, and anything that I saw that might have been missing from their world. And when I read the pilot and then watched it, I just thought it was very cute and charming, and I loved DC comic books, and I was like, I mean, if there's anything that's gonna make me come back and do a show besides money, this is it. And the idea that they'll give me free comic books is the best of both worlds. It really worked out for me.
Are you a comic book geek?
I'm a geek of all general type. I like a little bit of everything. I love comic books, I love pro wrestling, I love video games. So I'm not necessarily like an encyclopedia of DC knowledge, but I love like the Green Lantern, I love Flash, I love Superman, I love Batman. I love, I'm a general nerd. So, I mean, it's really fun for me in that way. And also my son is a bigger nerd, and so he was like, you should probably take this job.
With that in mind, what character would you like to see you come on the show or be mentioned peripherally, or?
I want to have Wonder Woman come on the show and have a date with me, because that would be fun, right? Like, I mean, maybe they don't want that, but I want that.
So how does your character feel about working in an insurance agency in a world of superheroes?
He loves it. He loves it. That's how I kind of pitched my character when they asked me. Was that this is a guy who would rather die in Metropolis than live in Smallville. Like, he lived his whole life in areas where there weren't people with powers, and he looked up to them. And now he's in this big city, and even though he doesn't have powers, he gets a chance to make a difference and help people with their computers, but not make them feel stupid. That's a superpower in its own right. So I feel like he fits right in.
This is a really fresh take on the whole genre. Could you elaborate on how you feel this show stands out?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I feel like most superhero shows are about superheroes. This one isn't. So that's a big difference right up top. But it's not like anti-superhero. It's just the things I feel like everybody says when they watch the movies or things of that nature. When you see a bunch of destruction, you wonder about how you would live in that and how you would handle that and what's going on with the people of that city who have to live every day in that. And that's what this show's about. People who still have the same troubles at their workplace and still want to get dates and still have their own bills to pay, but also every now and then Superman is destroying half the town. So, I think it really is the best of both worlds in that way, where you get to be kind of a grounded workplace comedy as well as have men in tights and ladies in lassos come around.
You have to be careful not to refer to things in the movies or TV shows by mistake, or like confuse the worlds, or you treat it totally separate.
I know that it lives on its own timeline in the DC multiverse, but I feel like we're allowed to really reference and provide our own take on anything that we want within that. And that's most of the fun of it, is kind of being like the snidey, more the Twitter remarks that you would make after you watch a comic book movie. That's I think is a lot of the role of these characters in the show.
Your character sounds very positive, but Dell sounds like a bit of a tough guy. So, what's the relationship between your?
Well, I feel like I'm gonna break that cookie down. The tougher they are, the more they crumble, and I feel like I'm gonna turn them around. Either that, or I'm gonna be terrified of them. Either one of those two. But I mean, Alan himself is he's just really fun to work with and has a really really good comedic timing, and I mean, it's just a good cast. So I'm hoping for the best. What's going on, Akiva? Do I have to go now? Okay. We do one more. Or we good? Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you guys. It's a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's so hot out there to try to figure out what to wear. Because if I was wearing anything other than jeans right now, I'd be very cold. Yet outside it's miserable. I was thinking after this, I'm debating, am I going to be inside or outside? Because if I'm going to be outside the rest of the day, I'm like going back to the house, changing the shorts. But if I'm going to be inside, great. Yeah, it's supposed to be 85 today, even warmer than yesterday. Yesterday was miserable.
It was the humidity yesterday.
My hair is like...
Oh, over here? No.
I'm really sorry that I liked you.
It's not a combo.
It's okay. We're good.
It was just a little tease. I got you excited, kept you on your toes.
Yeah. What other rooms are you guys doing?
Nice.
Quincy Boulevard. I didn't get to see the pilot on Wednesday, but it sounded kind of intriguing from the teaser. It's always fun predicting, like, what is going to be the first show to be canceled. What? Kind of has that feeling. This is the last one for today. Tomorrow I have Arrow, Flash, Grimm.
I'll see you at Grimm. I got Salem and Star Trek today.
Oh, nice. That'll be good.
I have Star Trek, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it.
Alright guys, you guys will have 6 minutes. We have to do first. Hey Carrie, this is Martin returning. Hey Carrie.
Looking to get out?
Just kidding again. Psych.
Yeah, it's like taking him away.
Yeah. Wait. But the fans love him. He's in everything. Please come back. Get rid of my coffee breath.
Does anybody by any miracle have like ibuprofen or Tylenol or something? Oh my god, I love you.
Aleve is the blue, ibuprofen's the brown.
Thank you.
Pick your poison. Never leave home without it.
I did.
I get migraines, so I always have lots of ibuprofen and Dominatrix with me. They always happen at the most inopportune times.
I always have like such an asthma I'm back in my hotel room and I'm sitting here going, yeah.
Good job jumping in on that last one.
I recognize him immediately.
I didn't, and it wasn't on your list.
Yeah. Oh no, he wasn't. He wasn't on that.
So I was like, oh crap.
I knew he wasn't one of the producers. I recognized him immediately, so I.
Glad you did.
He said something about
Yeah, I don't remember him being, which is what really threw me.
maybe they added him.
Yeah, that's when I can't, like, going through it, you know, I saw it once, like, going through it, I don't remember his character. So yeah, he sat down and I was like, he is. I bet they did, maybe they did add him. If he was there, I don't remember him having any lines. Like, that wouldn't be uncommon for, you know, to do a pilot and then add cast. But yeah, the two that were the most featured, I think, you know, after the three mains were the twins that were. But you know, it's hard to know if those were just the oddities that had a big role in the pilot just for comic relief that may not be quite as involved as they go through. But I'm trying to think who the actors were for those. It is. Much more like an actual office, right? At least that we have enough data to actually get on IMDb right now. Well, they have him listed as one episode, and everybody else is one episode.
Yeah, because
So,
no one knows who's
yeah.
what yet. There might be some kind of list somewhere.
Okay, the crazy twins are Kate Mancusi and not finding it yet. You gotta love being the guy, crushed car owner.
Yeah. Young couple, woman.
Yeah. But because the show's so new, like they're at the top of the list right now. Or office employee, co-worker.
I moved everything out of the folder in case they could see it.
Creighton did make number 2.
I think we were
Creighton did make number 2. Arrested Development, if there's any area.
the problem is the name. I don't know, I got ones though.
Why are people still coming in here?
Because their room ended and they're figuring out, like, I don't think probably ended.
No, we didn't.
Very much the next one.
Then you need it out. Oh, it's like so natural to put it there and then...
Yeah, I can serve to get that coffee.
I'm blown.
Alright, you guys have 6 minutes. You're just gonna sub?
Hi.
We heard you singing your way into the press room.
What?
We heard you singing your way into the press room. Are you gonna sing in the series?
I mean, I sing whenever they call cut. The entire time I'm on set, I'm singing. It's just, if I'm singing, I'm happy. That's what I've learned about myself. In this geek universe? I mean, I feel extremely naive because I don't know a lot of comics. I didn't grow up reading them. I went through a phase where I dressed up as Catwoman, the Michelle Pfeiffer version, for like a year of my life. But that's pretty much the geeky as I get. So I wish I was more involved and knew more. I think I'm going to have to do my homework because my character lives in the DC Comics universe, and she's approving claims all day for incidents that the superheroes or supervillains have caused. So I got a lot to catch up on.
Do you feel like the show is like an antidote to the kind of superhero shows on TV? This is a bit of an existential joke at the expense of the more serious superhero.
I just think it's genius because we love seeing superhero television shows and movies, but no one's ever explored the aftermath. You see massive cities being turned into rubble and then just left behind and never touched on again. Like, what happens? Like, so we're the people who are there picking up the mess. I think it's just like a really brilliant new take on living in a world of supers.
And it's kind of a fun entree into that universe for people who aren't necessarily inclined to the superhero shows as well. Which
Yeah,
I think
totally.
is,
Because it's not about the superheroes. They're definitely a part of it, but it's about the people trying to live their mundane lives. Like, my favorite TV shows are Parks and Recreation and The Office, which are both under the NBC umbrella. So I'm so excited because I get to be a part of that family now.
The show certainly has that vibe, kind of like The Office with superheroes.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome that it's so far it's the female character that's like, look, guys, we can't let this happen. I'm gonna, taking charge when evil Dell comes in.
Yeah, totally. It's so great. I mean, it's so funny because when I first read the script, the character was completely different. She was much more timid, very observant, and just like does not have balls, I guess. And I guess we did the table read and they're like, she's a bit more feisty, which I don't necessarily see, but I guess that's something that they like. So Emily grew a pair of balls. And she stood up to superhero, which is something that no one ever does because you're supposed to just be the victim. And she's fed of it. She's fed up with it. So it's fun. It's just neat seeing the different perspective of that world.
So people standing up, we heard that Dell is a bit of a tough boss.
Yeah.
Is she like the champion for the office?
She is, yeah. She's the one who's standing up to him. Her whole thing is like, you can be a powerful person without having superpowers. So she's just trying to clumsily find her way to standing up and being the voice for everyone. Because she's had enough. So it's great because you get to see them play kind of games on each other and it's just the office rivalry.
Did you take any inspiration from Leslie Knope?
Leslie Knope's a little more neurotic than Emily is, I think. Emily's still finding her footsteps, whereas Leslie Knope, I feel, has it together. She knows what she's doing.
can you talk about working with Danny?
Danny's amazing. Everyone is so amazing. I feel so lucky to be doing this with them because they're comedians. Like, that's what they do. They're really funny. Whereas comedy for me is a bit more new. So I feel like I'm finding my footsteps behind people who are really great at it. But he's hysterical. I mean, he has twin 4-year-olds, but he himself acts like a 6-year-old. So it's a really great work environment because I feel like I'm just always on a play date, having fun.
I think it's exciting for audiences to see you in kind of this, next step and new genre for you as well. I think that's
it's really excited. It's really exciting. And it's also the first time I'm playing an adult who has her shit together. Normally I'm a troubled teen who's pregnant and running away from home, or a drug addict, or someone in high school. And this time I'm a young woman who's taking strides to an earnest, honest living.
Does the rhythm of music teach you anything about the rhythm of comedy?
Rhythm of music? I have not thought about that, actually. I don't know. don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'm sure probably something, because a lot of it has to do with timing. I just make everyone else do it for me, and then I try to copy what they do. So I'm getting a lot of help from set, luckily.
Last question. This is a very fresh take on Star. I was wondering if you could elaborate on
yeah, I mean, the superhero shows and movies are always having the spotlight on the superheroes themselves. It's never about the people who are living in that world and then trying to go about their life without the superheroes involved. So it's about really like what that actuality would be like. I mean, surge prices for Ubers during super battles, you know, like it's a real thing. You're never on time to work because something is happening, or the super villains breaking over the airwaves to announce something on a jumbotron. It's like, why can't they just trade phone numbers already and like deal with it privately? It's that. It's the everyday life of living in a world full of superheroes. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's on the line. There he is, at the beginning of the line.
Oh no.
What do we do before we get all go on our phones? Like, seconds break?
I know.
I have like no data plans. So
My data's not really working, but for some reason I still feel the need to pick up the phone and look at it.
I keep picking up and looking at it, and my cellular data is turned off because I only have 200 megs of data.
Oh.
It's some super old plan. And the problem is I couldn't switch this off because I got some grandfather's plan. And if I switch off, then I can't switch it back. And then
Who do you have? Because Verizon will sometimes let you bump up for a month or two and then back down.
I used to be able to do that, but now my plan is like just
2 megabytes. That's rough. You're not doing a lot of speeding.
For 55, I can get like a 3-week plan, but there's also then an additional $15 on the charge because I'm still on the plan. Well, I'll switch once the contract's over. Most of the time I'm on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm in that position with Verizon right now that I'm on a really old plan, but the new plans will be a little bit more expensive, but they are better. Like unlimited text, they're like 1,000, but the data will go. So I'm like debating, like, do I? Because once I leave this plan, there's no. It's like a 10-year-old plan. There's no going back.
We'll get more people at the table in a little bit.
Yeah, that is the problem. When your coworkers are like, "Oh, is this a?" Because it's not my main job. They're like, "Is this a working vacation or a vacation vacation?" No, I'm not planning on checking email every day for work. If that answers the question you're asking.
One of my colleagues, she like woke up yesterday morning and she had 108 work emails. Not Comic Con related, day job related. She was like, "Are you kidding me?" 108.
That, and that's with the away message up. I am just worried that next Monday or Tuesday morning I'll get in and there'll be like 800 of them. So I'm like trying to triage. I just keep flagging them, so I'm gonna get in the morning and it's just gonna be all these like red emails.
My boss will not allow for that. It's like I'm actually in the office even though I'm here, and she's never done this, and it's like, you don't understand what this is actually like.
Are you on official vacation for work?
No, this is work for me.
Oh, this is your that's if this is work, then that's a little different situation. This is my hobby that I think my boss and my main coworker, if they knew, would be like, so I just don't tell them. They know I come to Comic-Con, but they don't know what I do here.
Really? Wow. I write for television magazines, so I just do the TV things. This is my job. So.
Yeah. It's been a fun hobby. I've been doing it as a hobby for like 6 years, but my whole day, I'm faculty at Tufts University, so my whole day is all science, and then I come home and I do TV stuff, so it's like, Tufts University?
Where's that?
Boston?
Okay.
Yeah. I teach biochemistry and nutrition.
Oh, goodness.
And so then this is I need to do something that isn't science.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go home and watch TV and write about it.
My best friend is a biochemist at Madison. Awesome.
It has definitely it takes a certain personality these days to keep students paying attention to biochemistry. So I think the pop culture addiction has kind of fit in nicely. But whenever I give exams, I always put like pop culture names for the character, the little vignettes.
Blend the two. Good thinking.
It'll be like Mr. Westeros as a dog named, it's Tyrion. And so then I always joke that they get metaphorical bonus points if they email me with the shows that the names and the tests have come from. But it'll be like Felicity.
I wish I had a cool T-shirt.
I find myself frequently, as I'm making lectures, being like, all right, am I going to get in trouble with this? Is this on the right side of the line, or?
But if it engages them, that's what your job is, to engage them in what you are trying to teach them.
As long as I engage and I don't get myself fired, it's all good.
That's the dream.
Oh, the panel is at 12:30. Oh, 100%. Is it over here?
Yeah, I mean, people who can't make it seem to enjoy it. I periscoped the fashion show last night, and one of the people who's sharing the apartment, she's like, "Oh, well, I'll go look online for pictures." And I'm like, I don't have any because I periscoped it, but you can check my periscope. And she found an article, and she's like, "The only article that besides Bleeding Cool that had pictures links your Periscope. I'm like, oh, okay.
I really don't care.
Because I call her, well, it's actually mine.
It was awesome. I was blown away. I was like knitting with PVC piping.
I can relate to you.
Oh yeah. I really liked getting the new one, but I thought it was like the picture, like obviously the couture, the design, the work that went into making it was amazing. But the overall design I felt was a little derivative. Like we've seen the one shoulder chiffon-y look, corseted, you know. I thought a few of the other designs were a little more innovative, but technically,
but I still can't pronounce it. Jesus.
And the Harry Potter book.
Actually, sorry, it was not the Swedish one. It was
Find
the Dutch
picture
one.
online. Find a video of it because it's amazing in motion. It's really like she managed to get the. I was like, oh, it's gonna be
in 20 years. SCHEWE.
No, she made the fabric to look like pages, but like the whole skirt is pages.
It's like,
and it flows so when it's like moving, it looks like someone's like flipping through the book.
That was like, oh, that's
really
Americans could manage.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm like, I can sew a button.
That's cool.
I can work my sewing machine to like make some seams.
That is a great last name. That is, I'm envious of that last name.
Which means something.
So the thing is, though, nothing starts from 9:30. So I actually go late. So I kind of like, I left my hotel, like I said, and I got to England at 4:00. Watch the panel.
We haven't had any of the maybe still haven't had. We don't know if we're going to get them or not.
Yeah.
They don't do a very good job of enforcing it.
Maybe like putting into the electronic environment.
So that happened last night.
Oh, I saw him last year. He is
So friendly, and I was like,
so friendly too.
my the girl I was at the party with was like, I was like, oh, Jimmy Olsen, and she was like, oh, she's like, I don't watch Supergirl. I'm like, oh, I'm like, super great Jimmy Olsen. She's like, go tell him that. I'm like, no, I don't know. People at parties are all just here to have fun. But she went over, she's like, my friend really, would love to get a picture with you. I'm like, no, I don't. So then like he made me, he was like, make me take a picture, and then he's like, oh, but then I like started telling him like how, so like I'm telling him how much I'm enjoying his Jimmy Olsen, and like he's really elevating the character, and I'm so stoked that like,
not me, unfortunately. Everybody wanted that one. We're all obsessed with the show, but yes, that is part of it. There's like 4 girls that write for the same site that I do that all will sometimes get in battles on why he's for fake husbands.
Nice.
But
yeah, and then I
got dragged to the final last year.
But after, I was like, oh my god, I just got so emotional talking to a celebrity.
It was on Sunday, and I was like,
I'm like, tequila.
Fine, if you guys are all going, I'll go. And I enjoyed it so much that then I was a fan, and now we're all. So it's like we have do a roundtable discussion on it, and the problem is everyone wants to do it, but we can't have 8 people in a roundtable discussion.
So like we found out that like
it's a neat show that I think the most of us who like the site watch.
DJ, but just to go upstairs and like super short because it was a limited list. So I was like.
For the protest, I did go on the Salt Room stuff.
Because we like looked at it, we're like,
most girls would do a little bit of everything.
Like DJ, but then we were like, we don't want to see this live.
Right. like, we went upstairs, so I'm like, okay, I'm like, obviously we're special, so we went up one level, and then but they're like, no, I'm like, no, they're
But I've not been able to get into it.
Look at us,
Like, I watched a couple episodes, and I'm just like, I just don't get it. Like, just the appeal is not there for me. Some of my friends are super into it, and they're all like, I can't believe you don't watch it, but you know, watching is like, just, no, but I also don't like violence for violence sake. It's gorier than I like to watch on a daily basis. Like I love person of interest. And that was post-violence, but it was almost never gore. Yeah. And that's, somebody was saying that earlier. At the, Henry, at the 100 table was like, you know, I think it's really great that my character has developed into more of a diplomat, and in terms of, you know, like a peacemaker. Let's make this work, because there's like, shows, you know, all the shows these days are all like violence, and it's like, there's no, you know, there's not as much this talk back, you know, it's a good thing, because you really wonder, particularly, you know, kids and stuff, if this is all they're watching.
live stream movies while we're waiting for the table.
I'm wanted in several states, so I don't want that out
we
there.
don't want to get you in that.
No. You want it tighter? Sorry, let me get out of your way.
Oh, really?
There you go.
I'm cheating here.
Yeah, we can leave this.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this off to save battery, and I will start up a new stream when we get some more people at the table.